Hello, we do not own the right to any of the music played on this episode of Two A's That Can Be B's. Thank you.
Hello, everyone out there. My name's Anita,
And I'm Angelique.
and we are
Two A's that can be B's. All right, Anita. What we talking about today?
Well, we just wanted to welcome everybody to our first broadcast.
Welcome.
And we wanted to just have everyone come in and take a seat and sit down and let's have a little conversation this evening. And I think what we're going to talk about today is our Thelma and Louise friendship, I think.
There we go. Laverne and Shirley.
Exactly. How about that? Ride and die, always there for each other. I got you, babe.
That's right. Set it off however you want to do it.
Whatever relationship works for you.
Party and offset.
Exactly. How about that? So that's what we wanted to do for you all today. We are excited to have started this podcast. We just wanted to give you guys a little background about us and our friendship for our first podcast, but we plan on diving into several other type of discussions when it comes to us ladies out here trying to live our best lives as in our midlife. I'm not saying ages, I'm just saying midlife.
Girl, that's a good way to put it. That's a good. I was thinking about that today as I rolled over in my bed and those cracks and eggs started working. I said, oof.
Oh. We both know it. We know it all too well.
Yes.
So,
all right.
Well, I guess, how do we want to start this conversation? I guess, I can start, you can start, however you want to start. I'll let you have at it, then I'll tell my side, and we'll put it all together.
Okay, so I guess I'll get started. So, all right, so Anita and I met through work. And at the time, I won't say the name of the company, because some of the people we know still, I think some people may still be working there. I don't even know.
Well, I don't know. I don't even know if they still exist. But
right.
It could, we don't know. So people just play it.
So for the sake of this conversation and this podcast, we are not going to name companies, but we met at the same company. So all I know is, I don't know how long we were into this particular group of our company, but all I knew is we were getting 2 other trainers. And then when Anita and the other person, like, I don't want to name names for the sake of, keeping people's identity safe. Exactly. But all I know is when I met Anita was just cool people. Automatically, she was fun. She was nice. She was the type of person that you don't mind helping. And I'm not saying that I'm one of those people that pick and choose who I help, because I just think that I automatically want to help people. But Anita was definitely inviting. Okay, and she had no agenda when it came to being my friend. She wasn't trying to be friends to get, to point A to point Z, or she thought she could, use me to get information. She wasn't one of those type of people that try to, how some people be trying to warm up to you and they not being genuine. You could kind of tell. The older I get, the more I could tell. But some people just, they not really trying to be your friend. They just not doing genuine. It. Not genuine. They just doing it for the sake of doing it. And so Anita was totally not that. So I was excited. 1, that Anita was cool. 2, that Anita was black. 3.
Exactly.
You don't. Corporate America, of course, where we are in Atlanta, everything is booming. Black folks are booming. But it's good to meet other black people who, again, they don't have an agenda, so they just humble and they're down to earth, and that's where I met Anita, and we've been friends ever since. And that was I don't even know the year.
Oh, that was 2005. I moved here to Atlanta in 2005. In my prior life, I came here from Ohio, not knowing anyone. Well, my niece lived here, but she lived in another city. But we came here, my ex-husband and my two daughters, and we moved here in 2005. I started with this company, not knowing anyone, anything too much about Atlanta. And I came into that place and I was like, what have I felt? Where have I landed here? Plymouth Rock landed on us? What? Where in the world have I come from? With these people. So, like you stated, I was just trying to, fit into a place. I had never lived in another city before. I had come, I was in my 40s, came, here to Atlanta for the first time. I had never been out of my element like that. So, you're just looking to, to be open to people. I was open to a new adventure, new ideas, new place, new job. So I was just genuinely coming to meet, everyone and let them know that I'm new. I'm new. Just tell me what you need me to do, and I will do it. And I'm a hard worker, and I'm open. So you were one of the first people on that team as a trainer to really take me in and show me the ropes and be so nice and just genuine about it and welcoming and supportive. And I just felt such good vibes from you and such positivity. I just was like, oh, she is so nice. She is so sweet. I really like her. Because everyone else was, everyone was nice, but they was kind of, some people look at you like the side eye, like, I don't know her.
Right.
People gonna pick and choose what they tell you,
Right.
how they're gonna welcome you, and you were nothing like that. You just said, no problem. Any questions you have, you was right there, because I know I can ask a lot of questions.
And that was fine with me. I was like, you better ask, because I'm telling you, when you get out in these streets, you be traveling. You don't want to get stuck out there not knowing.
Exactly. We had to travel. We had to do a lot. We were, if you had to know the job and the situation to understand what we talking about. But we, we did a lot of hard work, and we all bonded, several of us on this job. Matter of fact, most of the ladies and most of the friends I've made since I've been here were from this particular company, and I'm still friends and connected to these ladies till today. And Angelique is one of those ladies, and we've just been friends since 2005. She helped me with my children. We've become more like family than friends. We've become more like sisters. So that is how this podcast came to be. And, we just thought there were things out here and issues out here that aren't tapped into for our age women and men, because we're going to bring some men issues up as well.
Absolutely.
So, we don't want to leave the fellas out. We want the fellas to be a part of this too.
Exactly.
We just felt as though we have some things to contribute. And, we may get one listener, but we don't care. If that one listener gets something out of what we say and what we have to offer, then we helping somebody, So that's all it is. It's about giving information, sharing our experiences, and anyone out there who are going through the same experiences, opening up a door for them to have a pathway to communicate how they feel as well. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know one of the things that I was kind of spurred on the podcast, because, there are multiple podcasts we know out there. But I think the Oprah and Gail video that I saw on YouTube, I think that kind of sparked it, because I was like, look at Gail and Oprah at it again. And I can remember my favorite episode from the Oprah Winfrey Show was when Gail and Oprah went glamping, because they didn't go camping.
Exactly.
They went glamping.
Yes, exactly. On that camp.
And how And how Oprah said, Gail had never cooked for her. They've been friends for 19 years. She had never cooked for her and all this stuff. And I just remember that was a funny episode. So I saw that video and I was like, man, I need to start my own podcast. And you were like, yes, let's do it. And when people say, let's do something, I'm like, oh, okay. But then Anita was like, when we having our first meeting? I was like, oh, she's serious. Anita is serious about it. Okay, all right. So whenever
people do a whole lot of talking, and don't step in and really do what they say they're going to do. But I was like, you know what? And I always had thought about it, like, you know what? And I listen to podcasts a lot. I'm the one out there on the internet searching for a podcast that I want to hear information about what I'm looking for information for. And a lot of things aren't out there for middle-aged women, and things that we're going through today, I don't find a lot of them that are out there. So that's why I was like, you know what, there's a gap out there. Let's fill this gap.
Absolutely. Because I've even since we started talking about it, I've listened to some of these other ones, and they're good, but it's still, there's something missing.
Yes.
Especially when they start talking about millennial stuff and how things are with millennials. I'm like, oh, I'm not really a millennial, so.
Right.
So.
I agree. So, and some things, you just sit down. We just want people to be able to sit down like we have the virtual couch, because people always tell you we need to get on the couch and, pour our problems out to people or talk to somebody. So that's what we try to make it, a little virtual couch. Sit down. Let's talk about it. Yeah. And let's be honest. It's not going to always be rated G. There's going to be some things that we say, if the kid's in the room, you need to go ahead and put them out the room.
That's right.
But, we just want to bring across some of the things that no one, there's taboo. There's going to be some things that people just don't want to talk about when you become a certain age. And you're like, dang, I really wish I could talk to somebody about this. Or I could share my experience with someone.
Right, exactly. The other thing, too, is, and I don't know about, you, Anita, and this is probably, maybe it's just me, I'm a little bit of an introvert, and at this point in my life, I find it difficult to make friends. I mean, I got a handful, I got friends, but I still struggle with meeting new friends. And I don't know, and I think maybe that's because I find myself in a position where most of my friends, their kids are grown, or their kids are really little, and they're younger, so they're coming at life a different way right now. And I'm not saying it's bad, it's just different for me. So I feel like this podcast is good for people who are just looking to be part of something, be part of two women just having a basic conversation, and they don't have to have any hang-ups or bring the fear of not being able to communicate or listen to somebody else. Like, they have an ear, they have somebody now they could be a part of and listen to, and be able to provide feedback. So that's another thing that I like about being able to share the podcast together is, for those couple people out there who are finding it hard to be a part of a group or have friends, this is kind of a way to have that. Without coming out of your comfort zone of being at home or in your car or at work. You can listen to us anywhere.
So. Exactly. I agree as well. Yeah. And some people just, and if you that kind of person that just don't sort of fit in, or you just don't fit a square into a square and a circle in a circle, you kind of want to try to do a little bit something different. We got a whole different kind of vibe over here. We're going to probably bring some guests on, or people, even some of our good girlfriends out there that we know on, and get some other type of perspectives that may not be of the norm.
Correct.
There may be some some things that people haven't heard before. We're trying to not make it so humdrum. We want to definitely come with different type of a whole different type of flavor over here. So we hope you guys enjoy the ride with us and the journey with us, and we do this thing, and we do this thing together.
Absolutely. That's what we do.
That's how we do.
That's how we roll. That and a glass of wine. That's how we roll.
That's it. So that being said, I think we're going to, go into another little side segment of ours, and we're going to we're not gonna gossip, but
God, what?
we're gonna talk about some things.
Yeah. Yeah. Are we gonna go into what happened this week? What happened this week?
Well,
I'm waiting for.
Let's just say the one thing that I am just tripping on that just happened this week was when that man, what is his name? See, I'm gonna have to go on the news to even see the top 40 or something. That the white man that owned the Patriots, who is not going to be even going to get in trouble or indicted or nothing for the prostitutes, soliciting those prostitutes.
And this is what.
And doing all that he did, they're not even allowed to show the video.
But
that's
yet,
when it shows me money talks.
Okay.
And Kaepernick, when he was just bending his knee, they wanted to put him under the jail and everything else.
Right. And the way they persecuting poor Jesse Smollett. Now, I know he lied. But they treating him like he committed a major crime, and he ain't do nothing but just lie. This dude got caught.
Yes.
Happy endings. Happy endings and everything.
Yes. And he was part of a human trafficking thing. That involved human trafficking.
Yes.
I'm like, oh my goodness, how this lets you know that white privilege, I'm sorry to tell you, but it is alive and well. And then saying white privilege, these people that went and bought their kids dang degrees. Oh my goodness.
Yes. And so,
you know how much I sweat and went crazy over my child doing the SAT, and how all of these places wanted to charge $600 for 2 hours, $500 just for her to get up, and I was like, oh no, we can't afford that. I'm about to go buy this book, and you're gonna take this test over and over
until you get it right. Well, I was so happy that Rob Lowe, and I'm gonna give Rob Lowe a shout out because Rob Lowe came up on Entertainment Tonight and said, you know what, I'm mad about the situation because I sent my boys to Stanford, and I remember them having to go in these study camps and study to get into Stanford. Now, granted, I have the means to pay for them to go into Stanford, but can you imagine somebody who don't have the means to get them into Stanford and they have the grades to get into Stanford? Like, that's totally, you're not right for that. And I was like, okay, Rob Lowe, you were the same cat back in the day that got caught with the girl in the hotel room underage. But
he sure did. I forgot that.
Did you remember that? I think he was 21, and I think she might have been 17, or he was in his 20s, and she was like 17 or 18 or something like. She was young. She was 17.
Because they had a video or something, didn't they?
Yep.
Oh,
so I was like, yeah, Rob Lowe, but wait a minute, hold up.
You done some dirt too, but
I'm gonna need you to maybe not comment on that.
You may not be the one that needs to back this.
I was like, wait a minute. We in the Me Too movement. You might need to calm down on your giving feedback on what's going on.
Exactly.
We might need to get somebody else.
It just goes to show you that money all just has the gateway to open the door for a whole lot of doors.
Yep.
And how economic, hardship, just puts you right back in your place.
And what's so crazy is they didn't have to go through that. They could have just paid for the regular the coaching and all that stuff, the little camps and stuff that they do for SATs and ACTs. Those kids just needed to study harder. That's it.
That's right. That's all they had to do.
That's it.
That's all they had to do.
You could have got B's. You could have got B's or C's. I mean, I believe George W. Bush got C's when he went to school.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But what's going to be the deal is how I'm saying now that they're going to revoke all of those degrees that were begotten by these students that are in this scandal. So I don't know how that's going to work out, that they're going to, their degrees are invalid.
Yeah, I don't know how they're going to go back and do that. I mean...
Yeah.
I really don't know.
Yeah.
But unless they make them retake the whole program again, I mean,
Yeah.
I think I would be okay. You come out of your pocket, you pay for it. I mean, nobody's gonna help you, but you gonna have to sit there and
Yeah.
physically be on campus for me to see you not trying to get somebody else to take your
Yeah, you have
test.
to go through those years, but I don't know how far they going back and how many years these people may be displaced from even being at the university. But
Right.
they're going to, it's getting ready to be an ugly little thing.
Yeah.
And to talk about an ugly little thing, a good segue into this Neverland thing that's come out too. I don't know. I don't know. I am not saying that I agree with it or what have you, but the man is gone.
He's dead.
The man is gone. If you would have, I mean, they saying they didn't realize, that it was abuse when he was alive, and they didn't realize till they went through counseling or what have you. But okay, then sue for $1. Say I'm suing and I'm putting it out there, but it's for $1. Don't make this no big dollar amount thing if it's not about money.
Right. And my thing is you had an opportunity, and I have mixed feelings about this, because to me, as a parent, if my kid said that Michael Jackson did whatever Michael Jackson did and he wasn't supposed to be doing that, there is no dollar amount for me. There is nothing. There's no dollar amount for me at all, because I'm fighting until the end, because I want justice. I want justice. So I really don't understand. And I know lawyers and all that stuff costs money. But I mean, to me, I think people today think when you settle, that means that either it didn't happen or you agreed with whatever, you came to a common place, and then you just took the money and just went away. I just think that people who don't stick through it and not take the settlement, I mean, that says a little bit more than taking the money. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about this, because
I do too.
This is the same with with R. Kelly. I mean, I'm not R. Kelly did it, but the fact that if the first trial was Sparkle's niece, if they wouldn't have settled that, then some of this other stuff coming in the future wouldn't have happened, because they didn't settle. So that to me, what makes it worse about Michael Jackson is he's dead and he can't defend himself. I feel like you guys had an opportunity. The man was alive.
But see, they're grown men now.
Right.
They're saying, I guess, over 10 years ago when all of the charges came up, they were young and didn't realize that was actually abuse, because that was their idol. They loved him so much, and this, that, and the other. But since they've gone through counseling and help through some of the things they were experiencing, they've come to realize that this was. I'm like, okay, so I don't know. And just to go on, and let's weave on into some old dirt. I am just trying to, I don't know how I settle with J-Lo engagement. A-Rod, because, old boy, the little ball player, came out and said he was still talking to trying to hit up with his ex-wife. Still, when he first met J-Lo or was with J-Lo or what have you, but the girl came out and said, no, it is not true. He is just unhappy and da-da-da-da-da. I am not talking to A-Rod. But A-Rod had a little reputation there.
Okay.
He met J-Lo.
Okay. And I still, to me, I know this is going to sound crazy. I still think that there's only two guys I think J-Lo really was down with, and that was P. Diddy,
and Mark Anthony.
And Mark Anthony. Them are the only two cats that I think that she really...
And you know what? I really don't see that genuine love feeling between them either. No. I just don't see that.
And the one thing about J-Lo is she loves the process of being in love. Like, she loves that whole taking pictures and we look cute and we matching and our kids are taking pictures together. Like, she really likes that part. And I just think that, you know, I think she gonna be in the same boat that she was with Ben Affleck. She gonna be in with A-Rod, I think.
A-Rod. So we gonna see how that one play out.
Yeah.
See how the whole thing go down, but I'm not really buying that whole love affair just yet. I'm just not quite there yet because when I see them together, I don't get that. Because some couples you see together, even though the man even might be a cheater, but you just know. They just really love each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or she might be a cheater or whatever because women cheat too. But I'm just saying, it just, I just don't see that there. But, it's going to play out. So we shall see. So that's just a little bit of the dirt that, we just wanted to dish up.
One more. I got one more. And then we're going to go. One last thing. The Mueller investigation is about to close.
Oh.
I know that Trump is not going to get indicted or anything is going to happen. I just feel it in my spirit.
Of course not.
We have been taken through 2 years.
Teflon Don.
The Russians really got him blocked. I mean, they like the X-Men on Trump. They ain't nothing getting to him.
Exactly.
Everybody else around him going to go down, but not Trump. And that's a dang shame. That's a shame.
Yeah.
But
how do you just ride with all of these people that are dirty and you ain't dirty? That's like, okay, I'm in the gang. Right. I've been put in the gang. I'm part of the gang. I hang with them every day, but I don't do nothing.
Right. I don't never go sell drugs on the block. I don't never go to the distribution meetings. I don't ever get involved in the planning of anything, but I'm there.
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
Really?
Right.
Really, people, this is what you're trying to buy and sell us in this package.
Right. So
well, this is the world we live in, this is where we are today, and, who knows if this is really reality sometimes. Sometimes I wonder, are we living in a mirage? Is there a parallel universe, or what is really going on?
I feel like that. I really do feel like that a lot. That's why I feel like I got PTSD every time I watch CNN. I'm like, oh my God, what is he saying now? What is happening now? Oh.
So, this is where we are. So, we hope you guys, you see what our little flavor is and what our vibe is going to be. We're going to just give you a little bit of some, conversation, and we're going to just give you a little bit of, what we think are some little, not particularly hot topics, but just some things we just want to discuss that just travel through our mind throughout the week.
Yes.
So,
yes.
And we really hope that you guys can be a part of that.
Absolutely. I like this. This was fun.
Oh, it was. I truly enjoyed it. I could do this.
Yes.
So, how do we want to go out today? What you feeling like? Lane? What's in your mood after our first little podcast?
Oh, what's in my mood? Let me see what I got over here on the roller. Let me see what I got over here on this thing.
Yeah, what you feeling? Since we came in on I'm Coming Out, which is going to probably be our standard, I think you all can stand up and be happy with that because we coming on out. We get ready to show you guys a little bit something different. So we're going to just close out and see what you want to do to close out today.
All right. This is my jam right now. This is my little motivation song. And she's just a baddie. I love her. We're going to go out on... Should I say the name of the song or should I just let it play?
Just play it. Just let it play.
Let's let it play. All right. Here we go.
I'll talk to you later. I enjoyed you. See you guys.
See ya.
This contradiction, yes, some factual and fiction. A little crazy, sexy, cool, little rough around the edges, but I keep it smooth. I'm always left to center in the spot where I belong. I'm the random minor note you hear in major songs, and I love